As a child, I felt different by not being good enough, maybe, because I was told that I couldn't play with these Muslim kids, or I was told that I would burn in hell for my Christian name. I'm Juliana Teymorazi, and I'm an Assyrian Catholic from Iran. Although I felt belittled, my resolve in my Christian faith became stronger. When the Shah of Iran fell, when the kingdom fell, and I was 6 years old, the next year I had to cover my hair to go to school. And although we were Christians, we had to abide by Sharia law. I started to realize that our lives were changing very fast. Every single one of us has a story to share of persecution. We have given martyrs for Christ for as long as we remember. So in my own particular family, my great-grandmother and two of her sisters were kidnapped by the Kurds and were killed. My great-grandfather, in Russia, actually, he was killed in the hands of a Bolshevik soldier because his cross was exposed. My other great-grandfather died in a camp during World War I. My great-uncle was cut into pieces and sent back to his family in a rice bag. His son was shot to death, and the stories go on and on. On my 16th birthday, we had nothing in the house. We had sold everything. And my mom brought a cake for me, and I blew the candles, and with a broken heart, my entire life changed. It's such a desperate time in your life as refugees. You don't think about it. You don't dwell on it. You just live hour by hour. I still was hopeful because I wanted to come to the United States more than anything. In 2003, when America went to war, Al-Qaeda found its safe haven inside the borders of Iraq. They first sent letters to Christian homes, giving them three options: to convert to Islam. The second was to pay this tax called al-jizya that would be a form of protection for Christians during the time of war. And the third one was to leave. If an Assyrian did not obey by these laws, by these rules, they were massacred. They were kidnapped. Their communities are being destroyed, their churches are being destroyed, they're being forced out of their homes, their girls are being kidnapped, sold in sex slavery, their boys are being kidnapped. Currently, there's a real genocide unfolding in front of our eyes. I was angry that the world did not pay attention to our plight. We raise funds for food, shelter, medicine, clean water, whatever basic necessities these refugees need. When I started this ministry, what completely shocked me was how American churches did not really know that there are Christians in Iraq. The evangelicals and the Catholics in the West really must understand who these ancient Assyrian Christians are, what their plight is, what they've gone through, and how they've held on to their faith. It's our Christian duty to stand in unity with those who are suffering. When my organization delivers the aid to these people, and then they migrate to the West or they try to rebuild their lives in Iraq, when we see those kids having a second chance, gives me so much hope, so much happiness. There's a great deal of darkness in the world, but there are a million little lights that when they come together, they brighten the world. So I'm hoping we will be able to shed more light on this plight and show the importance of why people should be involved as a church in the West. Now I know I was being groomed to understand the suffering of his people, to be able to give everything that I have to relieve some of that suffering. Every single day of my life, I'm grateful to have been chosen by him to do this work.